Yeah, guys, we'll wait 2-3 minutes for others to join and then we'll start. Okay. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Yesterday, we started with 3D and I think we stopped during the DRS part, right? Direction cosines. So we'll be continuing with that. Let's continue and see what we have got here. Yeah. So we were going direction cosines and direction ratios. Welcome back, everyone. I hope your Diwali holidays were superb, right? And you are all back to school. And I hope you have all done your JEE mains registration and all. If you have any queries, you can post it. Good evening. Good evening. You can ask your teachers in your respective JNV. They will help you out very easily. And yeah, you have the first attempt in January. That is less than 2 months from now, or I think exactly 2 months, right? First attempt is from I think in January 2019 to 25. Correct? If I'm not wrong. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we stopped at DRS and then we were going to do this. What is this? It says that if ABC are the DRS of the line, DRS means direction ratios, then the direction cosines will be this. So let us derive this. We all know that the direction ratios A is to B is to C are numbers directly proportional to direction cosines. So here I can get A is lambda times L, B is lambda times M. Lambda is the proportionality constant and C is lambda times N. So from here I can say L is equals to A upon lambda, M is equals to B by lambda, N equals to C by lambda. And we know that L square plus M square plus N square is equals to 1. Let's substitute these values here. So I'll get A square upon lambda square plus B square upon lambda square plus C square upon lambda square is equals to 1. Am I correct? Yes. So here I'll get lambda square is equal. So I'll take LCM A square plus B square plus C square. So what is lambda? It will be plus minus under root of A square plus B square plus C square. Substitute the values here. So if I substitute the values of lambda here, I'll get L is equals to A upon plus minus को I'll take ऊपर under root of A square plus B square plus C square. M is equals to B plus or minus को again A square plus B square plus C square. And similarly, I can get third one. So this is a simple derivation. I did the derivation because you should know how to use the formulae and how to calculate the DRS. So let's start. What do you have next? That is MCQs. Now let me tell you what the pattern we have been following. We have been following the pattern of like simple MCQs will do this one, like this part, these MCQs. It will be very simple to just brush up, or you can say revise your concepts. You can revise it from here, and then we'll move on to the questions on the tougher side or previous year question. So yeah, what is the answer? Come on, guys. So DRS is the line joining the point. These are basically your mental MCQs, mental math, you can say. Very easily, you can say. Come on. Superb. There are 5 students present, and 3 of them are students JNV PTA. Please change your name so I can know who all are attending. Okay. Let's see who gives the answers first. Come on. How do we find the DRS? Nobody? How do we find DRS? Come on, guys. What are you doing? Just we subtract the numbers, right? The DRS will be, subtract the numbers. So DRS will be 4 minus, sorry, 4 minus 3, if you know, comma, 4 minus 4, comma 4 minus 0, which is 1, comma 0, comma 4, simple. So option A. Correct. Let's see the next one. This is a direct result I told you to remember in yesterday's class. Correct. What is the direct result? Let's see. If 2 lines are perpendicular with given DCS, I'm waiting for your answers. Which option should I choose? Okay, yeah, you can see the options now. If 2 lines are perpendicular, what can I say? I can easily say that L1, L2, M1, M2, N1, N2 equals to 0. Basic 3D question of your NCERT. Yes, correct. This is, you can see the heading here. It is direction cosines and direction ratios, which is basically we are doing 3D. Got it, Antara? 3D we are doing, 3D geometry. Direction cosines and direction ratios. Okay? Correct? Yes or no? Come on, let's see. This is the same formula which we derived just before doing this. So these are the DRS, which is A, B, and C. And we know that L is equals to A upon under root of A square plus B square plus C square, and same is for M. So we just have to divide this by under root of A square plus B square plus C square. So let's look at the value of a square plus b square plus c square, which is under root of 4 plus 9 plus 16, which is under root of, I think, 29. So basically, my L comma M comma N will be 2 upon root 29, 3 upon root 29, 6 upon root 29. So this is my answer. Which option it is? Sorry. How did we? 1 second. 29. I did a calculation error. 6 ka square is 36. So I'll get under root of 49, sorry, which is 7. So yeah, I'll get 7, 7 and 7. So 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 6 by 7, option number 2. Option B, yeah, correct. Superb. Now this is a question of show that. So here we are asked to show that the lines PQ and RS are parallel. So here let me write it one point. As we all know, if two lines are parallel implies their DRS are same. So let's find the DRS. This is point P. Let me write it, point P, Q, R and S. Now let us write DRS of PQ. So what is the DRS of PQ? It will be 4 minus 2. 2, 4 and 4, which I can reduce it to 1, 2 and 2. This is the notation of DRS, right? I hope you all know this. What is the DRS of RS? So for RS, I'll have 2, 4, 5 minus 1, 4, which can again be reduced to 1, 2 and 2. And you can see from these both that the DRS are same. The DRS of lines PQ and RS are same. That means PQ and RS are parallel to each other, right? Let's see next. Here I have 3 points, that is O, which is origin, P and Q. And I've been given a condition that says OP is perpendicular to OQ. Now, if OP is perpendicular to OQ, that means let the DRS of OP be A1, B1, C1. And here DRS of OQ be A2, B2, C2. So that means A1, B1, sorry, A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 equals to 0. This is a condition for two lines to be perpendicular. So let's get DRS of OP. O is origin, P is 2, 3, 4. So basically DRS of OP will be 2, 3, 4 itself, because O is origin. What will be DRS of OQ? It will be same, 1, K, 1. So let us substitute this, A1, B1. So 2 into 1 plus 3 into K plus 4 into 1 equals to 0. So 2 plus 3K plus 4 equals to 0. That means 3K is equals to minus 6. So K is minus 2. This is my answer. Correct. So I got the value of K as minus 2. Are you getting it? If it is good, then give me a thumbs up so we can move further. Or I'll know ki haan, you are all attending and doing it. All good till here, guys? If you have any doubt, please ask or give me a thumbs up. Come on, guys. Yeah, Antara. What doubt do you have? Any doubts?
फिर से सर फिर से कंटिन्यू कीजिए मतलब रिपीट
Repeat. Acha, you didn't attended yesterday's class.
नो सर
So what we can do here is, I think, uh, direction cosines and direction ratios. Are you familiar with that?
No, sir.
No. So yesterday we covered all that. So I don't think we can cover that this time also, or else this whole lecture will also go like for that only. What we can do
Short
is
summary.
short summary. Maybe what we can do here. Okay, now let me see. Before every question, I'll try to go through the concept and then do the question. So that way we'll be able to revise that also. Okay. So just remember two things. Yeah. So we'll let's say we'll do the second one first. So I'll omit the first one, and I think Antara, you should try to do the first one by yourself after I do the second one. Okay, and also everybody else should do. So what I'll do is in the each of the question I'll explain the concept and then solve the question. So that way you can revise or you'll be able to revise yesterday's part also. Okay, so let's say you know nothing about DCS and DRS. So let's go through that first. DCS means direction cosines. Now, in 3D space, we have x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So a line in 3D space will make some angle with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Please try to relate it with 2D straight line. Okay. So let's say the line makes angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis and gamma with z-axis. So these are called direction angles. Let me repeat. Angles with the line makes with x, y and z axis are called direction angles and they are cosines. That means cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. These are called direction cosines, which is generally denoted by cos alpha is denoted by L, cos beta is M, and cos gamma is N. I hope till here it is clear. I will just define the basic terms. So here direction cosines means L, M, and N. We can write L, M, N or cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Okay. So what have this is enough for this question. Now let's focus on the question. We are asked to find angle between two lines. So let's say the two lines are like this. One of them have the direction cosines L1, M1, N1 and other line have L2, M2, N2 and we want to find the angle between them. So the formula for angle between them is cos theta equals to L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. So this is the formula to finding the angle. So that means to use this formula, we need the values of L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 N2. Are you with me, Antara, till here, all of y'all? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we need to find L1 L2 M1 M2 N1 N2. For that, we have been given two equations. Second one, first equation and second equation. That means we have to solve these equations simultaneously to get these values. So let's solve these equations simultaneously to get the values. Let's say what is simultaneous solving? Let's say I'll take value of m from here. So m is minus 3l minus 5n and I'll substitute it here. So I'll get 6 minus 3l minus 5n into n minus 2nl plus 5l into minus 3l minus 5n is equals to 0. Clear till here? All good? Superb. Chalo. So let's solve this. I'll get minus 18L minus 30N and n is also there, so n and n square, minus 2nl minus 15l square minus 25 ln equals to 0. Let us group the terms. All of them have negative sign. All of them will be shifted on the right hand side. So all of them will become positive. So first let me write 15 L square. Then I can add these terms, these three. What I'll get? 45 ln. And lastly I can write plus 30 n square equals to 0. So I can divide by 15. So L square plus 3 ln plus 2n square equals to 0. Now as you can see, this is a quadratic equation. What are the factors, guys? 2 ones are 2 is factor, right? So L square plus 2 ln plus ln plus 2n square equals to 0. So I'll take L common. I get L plus 2n plus n common, L plus 2n equals to 0. So I got L plus 2n into L plus n equals to 0. So I got two things. Let me write it here. L equals to minus 2n and L equals to minus n. Correct? Now, what was M? M was minus 3L minus 5n. So M was minus 3L minus 5n. So if I substitute this value here, I'll get M is equals to L gave a minus 2, 6n minus 5n. So I'll get M is equals to n. Same, I can write M is equals to minus 3L minus 5n. Let us substitute here. So I'll get M is equals to 3n minus 5n. So M is equals to minus 2n. So why do we get two sets of values? Because this set is L1, M1, N1 and this set is L2, M2, N2. Correct? So let's say the first set L1, M1, N1. What is L1? Let's say this is L1, it is minus 2n. M1 is n and n is n itself, right? What is second set? L2, M2, N2. So L2 is minus n, minus 2n and this is n itself. Now, the main thing about direction cosines, we have studied the direction cosines. Is it clear till here, everyone? We have just solved some algebraic equation. Is it clear? Yes or no, guys? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, super. So, yeah, what I was saying is, after that we have direction ratios. What is meant by direction ratios? Direction ratios is nothing but numbers proportional to direction cosines. Numbers proportional to direction cosines are called direction ratios. And as the name suggests, they are direction ratios. So what do we mean by ratios? Suppose I got a ratio 2:4. I can reduce it by dividing by 2 and I can write 1:2. Correct? I can write 1:2 in the simplest form. So this same thing can be done with direction ratios. So let's say these are the direction ratios. So I can say I can cancel out n as I cancel out here. So I'll get minus 2, 1 and 1. Similarly, I can cancel out n here and I'll get minus 1, minus 2 and 1 because they are ratios. And in ratios, we can multiply and divide or cancel out terms to get the simplest form. So these are the values of direction ratios. That is minus 2, 1 and 1. Now, to get the values of direction cosines, we have to divide the direction ratios by square root of, let me write it here, divide by square root of minus 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, which is equals to root 4, 5, 6, 6. Similarly here, to get direction cosines means LMN. I have to divide this by under root of minus 1 square plus minus 2 square plus 1 square, which is again root 6. So now I can write my pair L1, M1, N1 as, divide this by root 6. So I'll get minus 2 by root 6, 1 by root 6 and 1 by root 6. And lastly L2, M2, N2. Again divide by root 6, minus 1 by root 6, minus 2 by root 6, 1 by root 6. Now do you remember the formula of cos theta? Cos theta was L1 into L2. So I think I'll get 2 by root 6 plus M1 into M2. So I'll get minus 2 by root 6 plus N1 into N2. Sorry, denominator में 6 आएगा ना. This will get cancelled and I'll get cos theta equals to 1 upon 6. That means theta equals to cos inverse of 1 by 6. This is my answer. Is it all clear? All good, guys? Hello, Antara. All good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So many things we talked here. Let's recap. First thing, direction angles. A line makes alpha, beta, gamma with x, y, z axis. Those are known as direction angles. Next, if we take cos of that, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, then those are called direction cosines. What are direction ratios? Direction ratios are just numbers which are proportional. So that means we can reduce them by dividing or multiplying by a certain number. And how to get direction cosines from direction ratios? We just divide by their squares का under root. ठीक है? So these things we studied. Let's see the next question. Let's prove this question. The note says that the angle between diagonal and face diagonal of a cube. So here is a cube. I hope you know what is diagonal and face diagonal. There are many diagonals in the cube and there are many face diagonals. So a cube will have suppose let's say fixed length, side length. So let me just assume that the cube has side length equals to 1. So that means all of this length will be equals to 1. So that means point A will be 1, 0, 0 because we traveled 1 on x-axis. Similarly, if I want to find point D, so I traveled 1 on x-axis, 1 on y-axis. So it will be 1, 1, 0. What will be point F? For point F, I have to travel 1 on x-axis and 1 on z-axis. That means 1, 0, 1. Since I did not travel any distance on y-axis, it is 0. Correct? What will be point E? I need to travel 1 on y-axis and 1 on z-axis. So that means y and z will be equals to 1, x will be equals to 0. Clear till here? Give me a thumbs up. All good, guys? Yes or no? Hello. Okay, super. So here, okay, I'll rub this so the diagram will look more neat. We'll just look out for anything that we need, or we'll just plot anything that we need. The angle between diagonal and face diagonal. So let's say uh, this is the diagonal. Let's say diagonal we took OG and the face diagonal we took it as OF. So we know what is the angle, guys. Angle is cos theta is equals to L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. What are the coordinates of O? 0 0 0. What are the coordinates of G? We traveled one on x axis, one on y axis, one on z axis. So 1 comma 1 comma 1. What are the coordinates of F? One on x axis, one on z axis. So my DRS, direction ratios. Now one more concept. If I have 2 points, let's say O and G, and I want to find DRS, direction ratios of OG, what I can simply do is I can simply subtract the coordinates. So what will be the direction ratios of OG? It will be 1 minus 0, which is 1, again 1, and again 1. This is clear, Antara? All good till here, guys? You others also can give me a thumbs up. Yeah. So what will be the DRS of OF? Subtract the coordinates. 1, 0, 1. Now if we have the direction ratios, we can get direction cosines. How? By dividing by their square. So for this, we have to divide by under root of square these 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, that is root 3. And for this, I am not writing, I'll write directly root 2. So DCS, or better, let me say L1, M1, N1, which is of OG, will be divide this by root 3. 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3. And L2, M2, N2 will be equal to divide this by root 2. So 1 by root 2, 0, 1 by root 2. Substitute it here. So I'll get cos theta is equals to L1 into L2, 1 by root 6, plus M1 into M2, 0, plus N1 into N2, 1 by root 6. So I got 2 by root 6. I can reduce it to, I can rationalize it. So I can get 2 by 3. That means cos theta is under root of 2 by 3. That means theta is cos inverse of under root of 2 by 3. That is what we have to prove. All clear till here? All clear? Give me a thumbs up, guys. There is no charge on your phone. Okay, put it to charging. No charger available. Andhra, no charger you got with
सर
yourself?
अपनी
Sorry,
बिल्कुल हो गई
so you don't have phone charger or what? Hello? You can get your phone charger, right? let's look at the next question. Now, okay. No electricity. Fine. Got it. So here, as you can see the second note, which says the angle between diagonal and edge of a cube. Now, similar to previous question, you can do this question yourself. I'll give you 2 minutes to do it yourself. Very simple question. Just get the coordinates of the points, get the DRS, get the DCS, direction ratios, direction cosines, and use the formula of the cos theta. Correct? So I'll give you 2 minutes to solve this, and after that, we'll move on to the next question. Okay, guys? Come on, let's see who will solve this. Draw the diagram of the cube that we drew in the previous slide. Diagonal and edge. You can take the diagonal same which we took in the last question, which was OG or OF, right? No, we took OG. And you can write the edge. What will be the edge of the cube? Okay, you want recorded class, right? Fine. I'll inform. Which JNV are you from?
Sir, JNV Kwai Tripura. Kwai.
Sorry, JNV?
Kwai, sir. Kwai Tripura.
Tripura. Can you type it? Kauai, Tripura. Okay. Let me note it down. So I'll tell your centered about the link. I'll give him the link for the notes, and then you can use the recorded videos from there. Okay. So I think you have done this. Let's move to the next question. Yeah. Now, here as you can see, the topic is addition of vectors, because basically we'll be adding the vector. That's why I've given the name addition of vectors. So don't worry, we are still in DCS and DRS. So here I see unit vector making angles this with ijk direction. What is ijk? Basically this is x, y and z axis. Correct? So if an angle or if a line makes angle with x, y, z axis, then we call it as direction angles. And we denote it by alpha, beta and gamma. So that means this is alpha, this is beta, this is gamma. And we know that by the formula of direction cosines, cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equals to 1. Just a moment. Yeah. Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1. So I can say cos square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 will be equals to 1. 30. 30 is root 3 by 2. So square हो जाएगा to this. plus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 equals to 1. You can say 6, 7 by 4 equals to 1, which is not true. So that means there does not exist any line in space which makes angle pi by 6, pi by 6 and pi by 3 with x, y and z axis. Because for a line to exist, this condition should be satisfied. And we checked this condition, we got 7 by 4 equals to 1, which is not true. That means this condition is not satisfied. And if this condition is not satisfied, that means line of such kind does not exist. So the option will be 4. Impossible to get such a vector. Or you can say impossible to get such a line. Got it? Let's see the next question here. Let me read the question. The question says a straight line is inclined to the axis of y and z. So we know if a straight line is inclined to y axis, then this is beta and this is gamma. Then we have to find the inclination of the line with x axis. That means we have to find alpha. And we know only one relation in alpha, beta and gamma, that is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equals to 1. Come on, I'll give you 1 minute only to do this. And let's see what you get the angle of alpha. Come on. Try it, guys. If anybody got this, you can write in the chat box or unmute yourself. Come on. Nobody got this? Should I solve it now? Okay. Okay, super. Chalo. So let us substitute the values. Cos square alpha plus cos square 45 plus cos square 60 equals to 1. That means cos square alpha plus 45 means 1 by 2. Correct na? Square हो जाएगा. 60 means 1 by 4 equals to 1. So I'll get cos square alpha plus, what will be the LCM? 3 by 4 is equals to 1. That means cos square alpha is equals to 1 minus 3 by 4, which is 1 by 4. So cos alpha is 1 by 2. That means alpha is 1 by 2 is given by 60 degrees. So my answer is 60 degrees, which is option number A. Got it, guys? Chalo. Let's see the next one. Okay, here we have the options also. Yeah. So it is given that OA is 3. This should be cap. AB vector is AB has direction ratios. This then OB is equals to. Okay. So we can use a triangle lawyer. Correct? I can write OB vector as OA vector plus AB vector. Now I have OA vector. Here it is. I need to find AB vector. So we know that AB vector will be modulus of AB into DCS of AB. Correct? Now we have been given this are the DRS of AB. What is meant by DRS? Or we know what is meant by DRS. How to get DCS from DRS? So DCS will be just divide this by under root of 1 square plus minus 1 square plus 2 square, which is basically under root of 6. So if I divide it by under root of 6, I'll get 1 upon root 6 minus 1 upon root 6 and 2 upon root 6. So that means what can I write this as? The unit vector, right? I can write it as 1 by root 6 I cap minus 1 by root 6 j cap plus 2 by root 6 k cap. So let us substitute here and we'll get AB vector is equals to modulus of AB, it is 2 root 6 into DCS of AB, that is 1 by root 6 I cap minus 1 by root 6 j cap plus 2 by root 6 k cap. Now if I multiply, I think root 6 will get cancelled. So I'll be left with 2 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 4 k cap. So we got the AB vector. Let us substitute here. So therefore, OB vector is OA vector plus AB vector. Now if I add this, let me see what I'll get. 3i plus 2i. 5i cap j cap minus 2j cap minus j cap minus k cap plus 4 cap plus 3k cap. Now look at this, we want OB. What is meant by OB? OB means magnitude of vector OB. So what will be the magnitude? So OB will be equals to under root of 5 square plus minus 1 square plus 3 square, which is under root of 25 plus 1 plus 9, which is I think under root of 35. So my option is option A. Yes. So this is option A. I hope you understood this. All good, guys? Okay, superb, superb. Yeah. Come on. Let's see the next question or next topic. Next topic is equation of a line. What do you mean by equation of a line? 1 second, guys. Yeah. So as we know in 2D geometry or 2D XY plane, we have studied straight line. We got the equation of straight line. So here, what is meant by equation of line in 3D? So in 3D, we have equation of line in two formats. First is vector equation of line. That is, the vector equation of line means equation of line in terms of vectors. There is one more thing, Cartesian equation of line, which is equation of line in terms of x, y, and z. That is in terms of coordinates. So here, as you can see, the equation of a line is given by r vector equals to a vector plus t times b vector, where t is a scalar. Let us see what is A vector. A vector is the position vector. Whose position vector? Of point A. And what is B vector? B vector is the vector parallel to the line. That means, let's say, suppose I have this line and I have a point A vector, and I have a vector parallel to this line, which is B vector. So you can see from this, we can easily get the equation of line. How we can get the equation of line? We just need a point on the line. Here the point is A vector. And second thing is, we need the vector parallel or vector along that line. Here the vector along that line is B vector. So if we know the point, that is A vector and B vector, we can easily get the equation. Let's look at the example. Here the line passes through this point. That means this point is A, or in terms of vector we can write A vector, and parallel to this vector. That means this is B vector. So what will be my equation? My equation will be R vector equals to A vector plus TB vector. Let us substitute A vector. A vector I can write 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. What is B vector? B vector I can write plus t times I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. As simple as that. This is my equation. It is obviously very much simpler than straight line. And obviously, I don't have to tell this, but such questions will not come. This is just to make you understand how do we get equation of a line. Always remember, we need two things, point and vector along the line. So I think time is up now. We'll end this session here and we'll meet again. Today is Friday. So we'll meet again on Monday. We'll continue with equation of line. We have various forms also. And let me tell you, in 3D line, we already know that the planes is very much cancelled. Almost all of the planes ka theory is cancelled. So no need to worry. We'll solve more questions on equation of line. Okay. Bye bye guys. Take care. Till then, tata.